Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Cup of Dusk. My name is royzoga. Roll that R as always. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cup of Dusk. My name is Roy. I'm a buddy barista VTuber specializing in voice acting and housing this cafe called the Cup of Dusk, where I bring in various VTubers from the internet. We do a little improv sketch comedy combined with roleplay, and sometimes the button flies off my shirt. It's totally not my fault. It's the style. Look it up. I promise. Okay? Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're all doing amazing. Happy Saturday. Big weekend vibes. Let's make sure that we have some fun. Let's make sure that we get ourselves nice and comfy. But most importantly, let's remember to power stance and... That one was a little weak. We'll get better as we go on. Don't worry. I promise I'm totally not getting sick or anything. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't worry. Welcome in. I'm so happy to see so many familiar faces and some new faces. We've got Cool Nas. We've got Artemis. We've got Desk 1220. I feel like I'm going to butcher your name regardless. Cheesecake. Lanetti. The Moth Lover. Welcome in. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Skylar Sakura. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's so nice to see you, and I hope you're doing amazing today. Now, is everybody ready for a fun-filled night? The yada yada gives me serotonin. Trust me, we'll have more later. How am I doing? I feel like that's a loaded question. Are you really sure you want the answer to such a thing? Huh? Are you sure that you want the answer to how a bunny barista is doing? I'll tell you if you really want to know. I'll tell you what you want, what you really, really want. Perhaps I do. I'm doing well. No, it's good. It's a good day. It's Saturday. We vibing. We big vibing. I feel like I learned a lot from yesterday's ASMR stream. I feel like I've learned a little bit more as a content creator, especially within the past, 2 weeks or so. It's actually been insane the amount of knowledge that has found its way into my brain. I didn't learn it. It just kind of ended up there and my brain wrinkled a little bit more. It's weird. It's like I learned through osmosis or something. Yeah, ASMR stream was yesterday. Yep. Hello, Queen of Sirens? I think that's supposed to be Sirens, I believe. Hello. Welcome in. It's so nice to see you. There's no reason why not to know. Listen, sometimes people want to keep it to themselves. They got to keep it close to their chest. Luckily, this time, there's not any bad news. No. In fact, it's actually more so that things are going well. You know, I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm pretty happy. Life's going well. I feel like there's been weights lifted off of me recently. I'm prepping for some interesting, fun, exciting content in the near future so I can make sure I take care of you all. But most importantly, the most important thing, chat, I got back to making some baked goods. Listen, I've got some cookies, I've got some donuts, I've got some pastries, I've got all of these things ready for you guys. I hope you are hungry. I hope you're hungry, chat, because we've got lots and lots of pastries and cookies. What?
Hello?
The door's open. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I'm sorry. Apologies, but I heard cookies and I heard cookies and pastries, and I was like, ooh, this sounds like just the place for me.
Well, most certainly you are in the right place. I'm so happy to have you here and have someone not burst in through a door nor burst in through the ceiling, because that's never mind. Anyway, hi. I'm Roy. I own this establishment. Welcome to the Cup of Dusk.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chi-chiai. I just moved into the neighborhood, and I'm super happy to see you here. I'm super happy to see you.
Is that what the moving trucks were all about?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just your girl next door.
Gotcha. It all makes sense now. It's actually pretty interesting to see somebody move this deep into the city, but listen, if you've got the gusto, if you've got the gumption, I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah, well, there was just a cute little house there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of an odd place to put in a city, but who am I to judge?
I did think the same thing. You know, it's like we've got cityscapes and concrete jungles, and then there's just this nice little house, little tree right out front.
Yeah, just nice with the picket fence.
Who am I to judge? Welcome in. You said your name is Chi-chiai?
That's correct.
Okay. Welcome in. I'm so happy to make your acquaintance. Yes, in fact, I did say cookies. Mash.
Ooh.
Yes. Now, is that something that you might be interested in?
Oh, well, who in the right mind would turn down a cookie?
You know, I think that's a pretty fair statement. But I do have to inquire. I do have to ask. Is there anything else that you might be interested in? You know, we're a cafe. We're a refined establishment. We serve coffee and tea and other wondrous, wondrous, well, you know, drinks, beverages, things you put in your mouth and swallow. You know, it goes that way.
I would hope.
I would imagine that taking a tea. Actually, a tea bath doesn't sound that bad.
Ooh, I bet that'd probably be really good for your skin, actually.
Probably. We don't offer that service here, but now you got me thinking. Regardless, can I take your order?
Yeah, actually, if you have any lavender teas, I would love that. Thank you.
We do, actually. We've had a couple of people mention lavender teas. Now, I can get you that lavender tea, lickety-split, but is there something else that I can interest you in? You mentioned cookies. Were you interested in this simple chocolate chip, maybe a black and white iced?
Ooh, options.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do love me a chocolate chip, but answer me this. Do you have the coveted triple chocolate chip?
I do not. I could make sure that next time you visit, that we'll have triple chocolate chip, because you know, with you moving in next door, you're gonna come back, right? I
mean, if you're offering triple chocolate chip, I mean, I have some incentive then, don't I? I just have to come back again.
I do solemnly swear to have triple chocolate chip cookies here the next time that you are here.
That's what I like to hear.
In the meantime, is the chocolate chip good though?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Hey, fantastic.
Chocolate chip is where it's at.
All right, well, I will grab you one lavender tea and a chocolate chip cookie. Now, in the meantime, why don't you you may have noticed the camera that's you know pointed like
that's what that is.
yeah. So don't be alarmed. We're actually, you know, we're live right now. We do have an audience. Say hello at home to everybody watching.
Oh. Well, in that case, hello everyone.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we keep everybody entertained. But I figured, you know, in case there's anything that you don't want to say, anything that you don't want to reveal, anything that's too dastardly that your well, your girl next door vibes could give off, you know, in case you wanted to keep that image going. Just be aware. They're watching.
They're always watching.
Honestly, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm gonna go grab those. In the meantime, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to all the lovely folks that are with us tonight. Yes.
All right. Get nice and settled. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know, I'm Chi-Chiai. I'm the girl next door, but you might recognize me from a couple of other things I do. Whether it's some of my artwork, or some of my music, or a lot of the music, probably. and some of the streaming stuff here and there. I am a person who loves to create and loves to give off and loves to make a nice friendly space. So happy to meet your acquaintance, everyone.
Well, you know, it's actually nice to hear that for once, considering we've had so many people here and so many different types of guests that are just, oh, you know, I heard the barista's cute, or, oh man, I don't know why I ended up here. I just teleported here, and then they have a knife to my throat.
Oh my, that's oh dear. Oh dear.
You don't have a knife on you, do you?
I mean, not this time.
What do you mean, not this time? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, when you're making stuff, you gotta have knives with you, you know? I'm sure you have your own knife set for, like, when you're cooking and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, of course. Oh, sorry.
I mean, why else would you have it?
Of course. Well, here's your tea and your cookie, of course. Of course. Thank you for not having a knife on me and you. Sorry. Anyway, yes. I'm so happy to have you here and have you be knife free and have you be completely safe here at the Cup of Dust, because we don't do that kind of thing here. We don't promote any kind of violence. No, absolutely not. No, there's no reason.
I would hope not. I would definitely hope not.
No, absolutely not. Though, it does sound like people are quite happy to see the wholesomeness levels rising.
Well, I tend to get that a lot, so I can understand it.
The wholesome vibes.
I hope you don't mind it.
Yeah. No, you know what? In fact, I should probably fix my shirt. I almost feel like I'm a little bit underdressed here. My apologies for that.
Oh, you're fine.
Yes. But is that normal for you? You seem so polite. I mean, like, not. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm just not used to it. Is there like, is this just how you are all the time? Is it because I'm a new person? Is it because you just moved in next door? Give me the deets, give me the tea, give me the, what is it? The skinny. I heard that one before too. Give me the skinny. What do you got?
Give you the dip, give you the skinny dip.
There you go.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, when you're a new neighbor and you're just meeting someone for the first time, you kind of want to, ease yourself in. Let someone give off, like, the nice impression and everything, if you can.
I like that. Chat, you could learn something from Chi-Chi. You don't come in here with the violence. You don't come in here making fun of people. Hopefully.
Oh. I mean, I haven't seen anything to make fun of yet, so.
Not yet. We'll make fun of them. Don't worry. We got it. Tell me, what are you doing in the city? Why did you move here in nondescript city?
Well, I mean, sometimes you just gotta, I like meeting
Blah, blah.
people, you know?
Yeah.
Blah, blah. I mean, that's the main reason. Blah, blah. And then you go blah, with the doop-dap-doop-a-boo.
Honestly, perfect reason. Totally relatable. Really understand it.
Exactly. It's like, it's the call of our generation, you know?
No. Was there an actual reason, or is it just the call of the generation? The call of the concrete jungle?
Well, I'd always been hearing about how people have been moving here and starting up new stuff, and so it's like, you know what? I want to start that journey too. And so that's how I kind of started getting into like this whole streamer city type dealio.
Oh, streamer city. Are there other streamers here? I thought it was just me.
Well, you are the other one. I would.
Oh.
Wait, aren't you?
I mean, yes, we are. I mean, yeah, I would hope so. The light's red on the camera, right? We're live, right?
I mean, I think so.
Okay,
Hold up, let me take a closer look.
Yeah, go for it.
And I just I think it's fine. Let me just this here and yeah, I think we should be set. Okay.
Perfect.
And just kind of take it back a little bit and go.
Perfect. Listen, I'm just happy that we are not screwing up a good first impression, because we don't have many guests like you that don't want to immediately either try and bully me, fluster me, or cause me bodily harm. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace.
Oh dear! Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
That is a wide threshold of things.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a lot sometimes. It's a lot to deal with. There's a lot of people here, but you know what? You know how we handle it?
How?
We hydrate and we stretch.
Oh, that sounds perfect. I was just thinking about that myself.
Give him the bag.
Arms. And I hope everyone else is stretching too. If you're watching, make sure you stretch.
That, and we have really good tea and coffee and sweets, because of course.
True.
Why wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm. And speaking of hydrating, what else to hydrate better around than tea?
Well, I mean, I like tea, but tea isn't really the most hydrating thing in the world. It's
well, as long as it's herbal.
I mean, I guess.
Because then you don't have the caffeine, because that's the thing that really dehydrates you, is the caffeine.
Yes, people don't realize that. People like to... The joke is always, yes, I'm hydrating. I've had 4 cups of coffee.
That's not hydrating.
My brother in Christ, your kidneys are crying right now. And I'm speaking purely hypocritically.
I mean, aren't we all? Listen, if you do any kind of streamer or content stuff, you are always sipping on something that's covered in sugar or covered in caffeine, and there is no denying it.
It's true, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what isn't covered in caffeine?
What isn't?
Herbal tea. We just talked about it.
Yeah, you know.
How could you forget? You just said this. I don't understand. Where's the disconnect? Are you okay?
Deny the power.
Do I need to cut you off of tea?
Maybe you do.
Oh wow.
Maybe you do. Maybe you need to cut me off or cut me off the sugar.
Cut you off the sugar. Yeah. Have you even eaten the cookie yet?
Well, I already did. You just didn't see it. Didn't notice it.
Jeez, sorry about that.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, sorry.
What?
I just got...
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. It's just... God.
That's the...
Oh, God.
Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi!
Oh.
Are you here? Let me here. Take my hand. That's my hand on your shoulder. Okay. I'm gonna guide you. I'm gonna guide you back. No, the other way. The other way. Okay. This way. There you go. There you go. Go ahead.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh God, I broke. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break so many things. I'm sorry.
You know, it's.
Oh gosh.
It's honestly kind of sincere because I forget that this is your first time here. Hey, take a breath. Relax. Tranquillo. Here, I'm gonna take my glasses off. Everything is okay. Everything will be daijobu. You know? Okay? The reason being is this place gets destroyed on the regular. Yeah.
What?
You know how I mentioned those other guests that tend to be a little bit more bully-centric? And perhaps a little bit violent.
Oh, it's one of those places. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Wait.
It's one of those places.
What do you mean one of those places?
Oh, you see them all over the... Well, you see them all kinds. I mean, like, I've seen bars that are kind of like that, too. It's just like, there's all kind of mishaps and shenanigans that happen all the time.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty fair. A lot of crazy stuff does happen here. You're right.
Wait, what did you think I meant?
Well, I thought you were trying to say that, like, we offer, services to a clientele that might be a little bit more destructive or unruly or unsavory.
Your rage room?
I mean, people rage. We don't specifically ask them to, but they do. They do.
Ah, yes. I see.
More so, though, I was kind of referring to, we've had, how do I explain this? You just seem so, don't take this the wrong way, because this is gonna sound terrible no matter how I say it, Chi-Chi. So bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
You seem very normal.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I mean, the girl next door, great. Listen, I'm so happy to have a neighbor that is normal, because let me tell you about this place. We found out only recently that this building, we're on like the 3rd floor. This place was built on some sort of interdimensional way line that just attracts all sorts of people.
Oh.
And when I say all sorts of people, I'm talking goddesses. I'm talking gods. I'm talking dinosaurs. I'm talking literal planets.
Oh, so that must mean you know Red.
Do you know Red Claw?
Oh yeah, he's a very sweet fellow.
Did he tell you about this place, or was it how
I mean, I talked to him here and there. He's very friendly.
Okay. We're gonna take that. That's okay.
I mean, was there anything he should have told me?
No. I mean, I'm honestly, if he didn't tell you anything, that's fine. I actually I prefer it that way. I think it's a little bit better that way. I think it's safer for you and I, me and you, me, the two of us. Me and you and us.
Okay.
We can make it if we try. But the more important thing is, I am also very familiar with this claw fellow of the red variety. Yes, he actually he bank rolls this place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
And by bankroll, I mean he encourages people to destroy me and the cafe on a regular basis, and then it gets repaired and rebuilt.
Oh, so you are a rage room. Oh, okay.
Not by my choice. It's just. Apparently there's money.
It gets fixed, right?
I mean, it's not so much as that it gets fixed as much as it is that it just gets replaced or like broken worse and then replaced. Like, hey, the cafe counter broke. It's okay. Rip it out, put in a new one.
I mean, at least it appears to be fine the next day.
Something,
at least, right?
Yeah, something along those lines. We do try our best to prevent any kind of destruction from lasting for too long, but there are some messes that are a little bit too big for us to, to tackle. We've got, sometimes, like I said, we have literal planets. I've had a strawberry scented dragon come in before too.
Oh!
It's crazy.
Must smell nice.
Actually, she did, though she breathed fire on everything.
Oh, did it all smell like strawberries afterwards?
No, it smelled like fire. It smelled like it smelled like strawberries coming out, but it definitely didn't say that way.
Strawberry fire?
I'll have to recheck with her about that. I'm like, the memories, they're all hazy, and just so much fire.
And
my
strawberries.
gosh. Oh yeah, and yeah, strawberries. That's my tongue. Sorry. I was imagining the strawberries. I was thinking, yeah.
Exactly.
So Chi-Chi, what do you do? Like, I would imagine moving here that you've got things that you tend to be on the up and up about. And I heard you mention that you moved here, and you are also a streamer, a content creator.
Yes. I am very much so, and that's a new area for me because before streaming stuff, I was mostly known for music.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that we may be familiar with? I know you mentioned before that there are things that we would be, but can you spill the beans? Can you tell us anything about them that you're not under any contracts for?
Ain't that the magic word?
Yeah. No NDAs.
No NDAs. You got it. I don't know. Well, if you've heard of this little series called Has-Been Hotel, there's a little music video they did called Addict, and I sang on that. I particularly sang as this one chick named Cherry Bomb, and so my voice came out of her mouth.
Oh, interesting. I've not seen Has-Been Hotel myself, but I do actually know the character. I've heard. Well, I heard. You wouldn't by any chance happen to know a Lich King, would you?
Oh yes.
Poppy. He has talked about Cherry Bomb before in some well, that kind of capacity.
Yeah.
That kind of capacity.
Yeah. Well, that all lines up. Yep, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm glad I wasn't know how much more I could keep that expression because I see some people in chat causing some issues. Would you mind excusing me for 1 second? I just need to step out and yell at somebody real quick. You can hold down the fort here. I'm gonna make myself look a little more.
Yeah, I'll keep everybody company.
EXO!
Oh my. Well, while he was away, chat, hello, how are y'all doing? How's everybody feeling today?
You gotta stop this. I have a guest, okay? This is not okay.
Oh.
You gotta stop.
Oh.
This is a professional place. I am a professional. We're having a serious conversation here. They're new. They seem perfectly normal. They're not gonna mess with me. They're not gonna try to kill me. This isn't fair. Stop gassing me up, okay? Yes, I'm the boy. I am Roy. Yes.
Oh my.
These are true. Don't gas me up. I swear to God, EXO. Once you get out of that subathon, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for them Tarantinos. That's all I'm saying. You hear me? Okay.
Oh my.
All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries at all. No worries.
Are you okay? Did you need something?
Yes, I'm fine. Oh no, not at all. I was just checking in on chat. Just kind of being like, hey, making sure everybody's okay and everything. That's all. I just checking in.
I feel like I don't believe you. I've been working in this business. I've been working in this line for a few months now, for like half a year, and I just don't. You're lying. Why are you lying? Why you always lying?
I just got a little curious, so I was just I heard some yelling, and so I was just you you get curious to see what all the hubbub's about. I mean, it wasn't like I was being raised.
Okay, listen. So you, don't worry about EXO. He was supposed to be my friend, and then abandoned me.
Oh.
And now he likes to you know just say things. Call me the boy, Roy. Can you believe that? Can you believe the amount of support? It's ridiculous. I can't believe he'd do such a thing.
That is very supportive. Oh my goodness.
I know. Can you believe it? Absolutely ridiculous. Listen,
goodness.
I can't stand it. Your chat is not holding you hostage. You literally made a channel point redeem for 5 times the amount of time for a minute. You're 100% at fault for this. It is 100% your fault. This is why Chi-Chi, let me ask you a question. We have briefly talked a little bit about content creation. You said you're relatively new-ish to streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done, or have you ever considered doing an endless subathon or donathon or bitathon, whatever?
Oh goodness! No! I am nowhere near that. I do not have the capacity for that kind of stream. No.
Thank goodness, because listen, I had this gentleman over here. He was supposed to be my friend. He was doing an endless subathon, and I have not seen him since.
How long ago was this?
This was like 2 weeks ago.
Twa?
Actually, wait, it was over. I think it was over 2 weeks ago now. 21 days!
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious stars. Oh. Twa.
Please, just don't.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks right now? Goodness!
3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
But what?
Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's insane. Listen, I'm all for people succeeding, winning. I've seen some crazy numbers roll in. I've seen some of these content creators pull in some insane coverage. You know, I've seen it.
3 weeks. Well, listen, people who can do subathons, I am in awe of. Yes. I am in awe and shock of. It's because that is the amount of stamina you need for that, the amount of energy, the amount of people watching you for that amount of time. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, goodness googly, great googly moogly. Oh god.
Great googly moogly library. Sorry, anytime I hear that, I think of Final Fantasy 14.
See, very different thoughts, because the way I remember is from Maggie and the Ferocious Beast.
Oh. Well, I guess that's another way. I knew it was from something else. It was just, I was like, you know, that's, whoo, brain. You know? No, but listen, I want to make this very clear for anybody that knows or that doesn't know me. I have nothing against uncapped subathons. I will say, though, for people that do them, please just take care of yourself, regardless of what's happening.
Make sure you're drinking and eating and sleeping.
Yes, 100%.
And bathing. And bathing.
And just know your friends really miss you. Especially the new friends that you made like a couple days before you started the subathon. I'm sorry. Now, I do see 2 things that I want to address in chat. One, I do see oh my god. Yamian! We do in fact have pea milk because more people were asking for different milk alternatives.
Pea milk?
Yeah, like peas in a pod.
Oh,
yeah.
Pea milk. Oh,
it's not Pilk.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's not Pilk. Pilk is Pepsi milk. It's not Pilk. It's not Pilk. What do you mean? Oh wait, do you just go by Yami? I know another Yami. That might get complicated. Do you want to? Would you prefer to be called Kami or Yami rather? Oh my God, Kami Yami. This is what happens. Okay, listen. Let me tell you how many times I've messed up someone's name and how embarrassing it is. Welcome to content creation. You'll never get anyone's name right again.
Good luck remembering names. Good luck remembering names and connecting them to the face
exactly.
or the icons. Or the models, or the PNGs.
I literally can't. I cannot tell you how many times in the past, like, yes, that I've forgotten people's names. Like, you show me a picture, immediately know. Just like I immediately know EXO versus gifted me 5 subs. EXO,
Hey, thank you for the gifts.
I'm not doing an uncapped subathon. You cannot make me. But thank you, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community.
For me, the schedule would just not allow it. With my current schedule and everything, I just would not have the capacity to be able to do it.
I would have to change a lot of stuff in my personal life outside of the cafe to be able to do it. And I don't know if I'd want to give up the security that I have in it right now for the risk of an uncapped subathon, you know? And again, if you want to do one and you've got reasons to do it or you're doing it for a celebration, more power to you.
Go for it.
Just please take care of yourself and please come back soon. Your friends miss you. Hey.
Exactly.
And Yami, no worries. I got you. Now, the second thing that I saw in chat that I wanted to bring up to you, because, you know, you're new here. I don't know how familiar you are with the ways of the internet in terms of streaming and culture and you know, all this bullshit that I pretend is actually fancy, but it's not. It's just internet bullshit. Are you familiar with the ways of the Ara Ara?
Am I familiar? Am I familiar?
The fact that you crooked an eyebrow makes me very excited.
Well, then you already know what's coming.
Okay, wait,
Let's
so,
do it.
wait. So we do things a little bit differently here. We do things a little differently. So first, you're gonna widen your stance.
All right.
Okay, so we got the widened stance. Then, you're gonna power stance!
Thanks for buying somebody else.
Power stance.
Yes, and then we thank X Konama X for gifting 5 subs to the community.
Thank you for the 5 cents to the community.
Great, and then we power stance again, because it's more important that we power stance. Power stance!
Power stance.
There we go, perfect. I'm glad that you're screaming it. I have to explain that to some people. Anyway, then once you do that, you just give it the old.
Power stance.
Hey, there we go. There we go. That's what we like to see. That is exactly the kind of energy, the kind of gumption, the absolute unmitigated goal that I like to see. Yeah. So wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, yes.
You said with some confidence that you were very. You made it sound like you were the Ara queen. Is there a reasoning behind this? Is there? I need to know. Spill me the tea. Give me the skinny. And thank Red Riding Hat for 2 months of Prime.
Well, right, my friend. Well, let me tell you this. when you have a certain power level, you don't bring it out until you really need it.
Wait, so hold on. Were you holding back on the Ara Ara?
I mean. Well, who can say?
That's a yes.
Maybe I did.
That's a yes,
maybe
chat.
I wasn't.
Listen, if you want to hear Chi-Chi's full power, we need 20 gifted subs right now. For legal reasons, this is a joke. Listen, you have to say it. People are crazy out here. I saw somebody gift 100 subs in EXO's subathon.
Yeah, people go buck wild at the subbing.
Listen, it is, for legal reasons, it's a joke. Please take care of yourself first. Donate and support responsibly. We appreciate you being here and just having a good time, because Chi-Chi and I are clearly the best of friends, just doing totally innocent internet things. Right, Chi-Chi?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Make sure you're taking care of. You got all your taking care of stuff first.
You did not have to give another 5.
Thank you though.
Thank you for the 5. I really do appreciate. Oh wait, are we close to the sub goal? Oh shit, we're 60 away. Hey.
What? That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for the continued support. We appreciate you. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you. I think at 600 I said I was gonna do a karaoke stream, which
karaoke stream?
I feel like you would definitely enjoy that, considering you're
Absolutely.
you know just sorry, it popped off again. It just, listen, it has a mind of its own. Did it hit you again? Are you okay? Take cover!
I managed to dodge this time.
Okay, thank God.
Luckily, I was mid.
Oh, did you eat it? I hope not. It's a magic button. It comes back up.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Listen, we've got projectiles in here. We're playing freaking Contra.
You should have a target then. I need to get some target practice in.
No, it's okay. We got the Konami code. We don't need practice.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness. Yes, actually. Yes, so if we get to that 600 sub goal, then the plan is to do a karaoke stream. I've done one before as a kind of thank you to the community, and I did it Power Rangers and Super Sentai related.
Oh my goodness. Please tell me. Well, I don't know if this counts as Did you do any of the Kamen Rider themes?
We did not, because I'm still getting into Kamen Rider now. Funny enough, recently, the reason I haven't been watching Kamen Rider is I watched Kamen Rider Ichigo, so the first ever Kamen Rider, because I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna watch Kamen Rider, I'm gonna do it right. So I went and watched Ichigo, and I loved it. I immediately fell in love. However, I then spent the next 3 years trying to find a way to watch V3, which is the next season.
Oh no.
I finally found it though, and I have finished V3.
Yay!
So I can finally move on to Kamen Rider X. But let me tell you, V3 was a slog. V3 was not good. And
sometimes there's a reason things are hard to find.
Unfortunately, this reason is because of US copyright.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate reason.
Yeah, like a random US company owns the rights to V3, but none of the other ones. It's just V3. It's like, why?
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things. Fuck copyright laws. They're so dumb.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it here. I'm sure you've run into that before, right? With like wanting to do singing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially if you're doing covers, copyright's the thing. It'll be like, well, you can't do this now, and you can't do this now, and you can't do this now.
I'm actually curious about that because I would love one day to get into singing a little bit. Maybe not like to a professional level, but like at least to be good enough to maybe put out like a video or two, you know? What is there actual limitations if you're doing a quote unquote cover of a song? Do you need to get permission, or do you get in trouble if you would put up you singing a song?
It depends. Well, sometimes it depends on the size of the artist. If it's something like super mainstream, something super old, like there's like it very much varies in terms of like because there are services that you can use depending on if you're trying to monetize your stuff.
Okay.
Like generally, if you're just doing it for fun, you're just putting it out into the world. Like don't expect like in that case, it's just like there's stuff that you can get out here and there. But in terms of like super specific artists, I forget who it was. Oh goodness gracious. I think it was either the artist formerly known as Prince, or it was, goodness gracious. This memory of mine, it's terrible. And this is the things I should remember, because it's kind of like what I do. But
You know what we should remember though?
What should we remember?
To thank Ruby Dead Queen for the 50 bits.
Thank you for the 50 bits.
God, you really are already spending too much time with me. Floundering your words? Listen, that's my job, okay?
Well, listen, it doesn't mean you can't have a part-timer.
You know what? That's pretty true. What are your qualifications there, Missy? Your qualifications.
My qualifications, that was right there. I just did not I couldn't pronounce qualifications.
You're hired.
Yay! Employment!
Let's go! No, but seriously,
Let's go!
genuinely, I have been curious about it, because there have been times where I've been like, oh, I wonder what it would be like to record Power Ranger openings, or Super Sentai openings, or Kamen Rider openings. And I know specifically, this company specifically, and I'm going to say it, Toei Japan tends to be really, 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 really strict with, you know, everything involving everything, especially anime. So
definitely. There are definitely some companies that are more lenient with it than others, and like that's the other thing is that it's always changing. Like like recently, like the company that owns Final Fantasy 14, like there was a whole thing for a while where people couldn't cover Final Fantasy 14 songs, but recently there was a thing that happened, and I don't know 100% of all the details of this. Whereas like they finally made it so that there's like certain workarounds that you can do, and certain like by steps that they have set up so that you can do that. So it's like, it really is dependent on the company, the country, the website, the whatever
Mashugana. Macadamia nuts.
Exactly.
No, I get that. It's unfortunate because I know there's definitely a lot of content that a lot of people want to put out there. And there's this stigma that a lot of big record companies put out there that prevent people from making content. And it's funny because we were talking about the streaming scape a little bit and content creators and everything like that. I actually see a lot of content creators leading into music genre known as future funk, if you're familiar.
Yeah. I love future funk.
I'm a big fan. I love Macross 8299. I love Flamingnosis. I love
Plastic Love.
I mean, come on. What's it? Young Bay, you know? Like obviously the top ones, but like I see a lot of people doing those types of music because there's different copyright laws for Japan than there is for America. So the music won't be copyright stricken? Question mark?
Something like there's kind of stuff like that, and it also depends on how much you change it too. Like sometimes it's about as long as sometimes if you're doing a cover, if you're like making your own instrumental and everything and stuff like that, and you got your own mixing, then it's generally like the copyrights won't hit nearly as hard. But again, it's another thing of like you just gotta do your research and check in on it.
I think that's fair enough. I think honestly that's how it should be for everything. That's quote unquote copywritten or things that you feel like you have to worry about in terms of copywriting. Yeah.
Definitely. And usually another thing that happens a lot is that people is that people either when they start doing covers for a while, they'll start trying stuff like making original music and stuff like that. And that's like a whole nother thing, so then you don't have to worry about the copyright and stuff.
So if you take a song then that it already exists, and then you remake the song like yourself, so it's not just quote unquote a karaoke cover, would you get in trouble for that?
I'd say generally you're pretty safe on that.
Okay.
Again, I am not the expert, and things could have changed.
Hey, you're fine.
Just take
grain of salt. Grain of salt.
Yeah, grain of salt.
Grain of salt.
Not a whole salt shaker.
Salt shaker. Salt shaker. The entire Indian Ocean. I think that's the highest salt content ocean in the world, isn't it?
It's either the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea.
That's a sea, not an ocean. But
anyway.
Geography aside.
I don't know. I make this shit up on the regular.
Geography aside, you're generally safe on that, I would say.
Okay.
Generally, you'd be safe on that.
Oh, I see the word transformative being thrown around in chat right now. Is that something you hear in the business?
Yeah. Exactly. Yes, transformative.
Oh, that's really cool.
Especially if you turn into like a new genre and stuff like that. Like, for example, if I may draw from my own content from an example.
Of course, go for it.
So one cover I did, like Imagine Dragons' Believer, like that's something that a lot of people cover, and like something, and like to kind of be especially like safe on stuff like that is you make your own instrumental. And what I did is that I kind of changed it. I turned it into like a new. I did with my buddy Silverhound.
Okay.
And basically we turned it into like an orchestral, deep, big, epic, almost electronic kind of thing.
So you totally changed the genre of music and everything.
But we still had the epicness of it, but it was definitely a different sound.
It was a different feeling to it, a different presence.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice. Well, that's interesting. That definitely sounds transformative in a way that you would be able to use it.
And you know what else would be transformative? If we all take a sip from our beverage.
I was trying to ignore him. Listen, sometimes if you ignore the dog, he just goes away. But I guess, you know.
Why would you ignore the dog?
He's trying to do best. You know, he's trying to make sure that we take care of ourselves. But listen, it's time I finally came out about this. I've been nervous. I'm hydrophobic. I know. In 2022 of all things.
Oh my goodness. Oh dear.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Of all things.
That was a really bad bit. I don't know why I thought that'd be funny.
I had fun.
I couldn't keep it going, okay? I thought it would be funny, and then in my head, this is stupid. This is a dumb bit. Who wrote this? Line? Yeah, I know it sucks.
Cut to commercial.
Cut to commercial. I can't take it anymore. All right, listen. Thank you for the resub as well. Papa Mutt for 4 months. I love you. I love that you're a dad. I love that you're a papa, and I love that you're a mutt. I'm gonna sip. Sip to that.
Sippity sip sip. Sip sippity sip sippity.
Embarrassingly, I held up my drink to
Oh, so did I.
the screen. Fuck. I'm still not used to it. Oh my god. Sometimes it just be like that, you know?
Yeah, it feels like that. It really do. It really do.
Oh my god. Yo, so did I. Listen, Papa Mutt. It's infectious,
Listen,
okay?
there's an energy. There's an energy that connects us all, and it's called improv.
Well, I was gonna say single brain cell, but I guess improv works too.
It's the same thing.
Is that why we have to keep making shit up on the regular? Dun dun. Cut to Law and Order, like they do the dun dun and the screen just fades up like. Yeah. It's just how you know. It's just how you know. It's the final brain cell. All right, Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi.
Yeah. Yes.
I have something to ask you after I acknowledge this one person in chat.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey Roy, long-time lurker, just wanted to say thank you for being you. You're a great content creator and even better person. Okay, back to my lurking blanket for it. First of all, thank you. I had to charge it up, you know? I had to wind it up. I had to give him the everything. First of all,
you gotta give him the
give him the what? Give him the answer to what? The answer to what? Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi! Chi-Chi!
patient.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. No, but genuinely, listen, if you are a first-time viewer, if you are a long-time viewer, if you're a lurker, regardless of what you decide to do, regardless of how you decide to watch or consume my content, whether you're a YouTube sub, TikTok follower, Twitter follower, I'm sorry for those people that follow me on Twitter. You see me pretty unhinged at like 1, 2 a.m. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes anyway, regardless of how you support me, thank you. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. I don't know about being a good person. I just do my best to be an internet funny bunny. You know, I'm just doing my best down here. So, but I do appreciate the kind words.
And that's all anyone can ask.
Exactly.
All you can do is do your best. As long as you're doing that, that's enough.
Yeah. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to make you laugh, and hopefully, maybe forget some of the woes that are troubling you in the in everyday life. Now, I see people are giving us another one of those those Ara redeems. And we did get quite a number of subs. If you want to give them a real one, that's up to you.
All right.
All right, you go for it. I'll follow.
All right. Should I get up and close for this one?
Oh, is it that powerful?
I mean, if you want it, I mean, I don't have to.
Okay, listen. Give me the stuff. Give me the spice. I need the spice.
You want
Spice. You got spice?
All right,
Spice?
All right. You want spice? I got cinnamon. I got
cinnamon challenge.
What you really want?
Yeah, tell me what you want. What you really want.
I want it.
I
really want a ziggy zig.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
I get with my friends.
Friendship never ends.
You want to be my lover?
Oh my god. You have got to give. I don't know the rest of the words. No, I'm so close.
We went close enough. We went as long as
we made it.
All right, but
Go ahead. You got this. I believe in you.
Let me wash my throat out real quick.
Yes, go ahead.
Gotta get there. Okay.
Oh, that was good. That was good. We like those. That was good. Yeah. Is there a reason why you kept that under wraps? Was it just saving the best for later, or was there a reason?
You never know when it comes up around again.
Okay. I see you. I see the vibes that you're putting down.
Like, listen, yo, no matter what you do, you always gotta have a little bit of extra bits to be like, oh, if there's a rainy day or something, you gotta pull it out.
Oh, that's right. You do have to save the extra good bits in your back pocket just in case. I definitely understand the rainy day. Yeah. Did Roy just get out Spice Girls? Hell yeah, I did. Listen, I had a guest on Monday who did not know the Spice Girls.
I saw that. I was like, what? Do you know how much I aged in that moment? Do you know how much Father Time just slapped me across the face with that?
I'm so angry. You know, I'm so angry. To think that they did not know of the cinematic masterpiece Spice World. I can't believe this. Like, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Fuck, I love that song. I don't know why. I don't know. Listen, it was almost as bad as them not knowing that the 1995 masterpiece Power Rangers the movie. Roy, can you sing Barbie Girl but in a metal voice? I'm new here. What's a metal voice? Do you mean like screaming? Because no.
Yeah, like screamo.
No. Because I'll probably destroy my vocal cords because it's apparently a very, very learned, trained thing to learn how to scream like that.
Yeah, you definitely gotta learn how to do it.
No.
You gotta be careful. Because like, because I had that stuff happen. Like,
you've had that stuff happen?
Yeah. Like gas, what I just had now. Oh my goodness.
Are you okay?
It's just that thing where you're trying to stifle a burp and it's just like, oh, come on, not now.
You go.
Keep it in. Suppress it.
Suppressing fire. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh goodness gracious. But yeah, I actually did have that happen to me where it's like, for a long time actually, there was a period where I couldn't really sing or do anything.
Oh.
Because I wasn't. I found out I had like this thing called I can never pronounce it, but it's like hyperfunction larynx. And basically what happened is that I got to a point with my voice where it's like I used it too much and it was combined with another thing. Like if you think my voice is high right now, it used to be much higher. It used to be much higher and much softer. And that's because I had a condition that was diagnosed as called puberphonia, which isn't diagnosed in women very much, but much more like masculine and like cis men. And so what ended up happening is that those two kind of collided in together. And so for like, I think it was like around later 2010s, like mid 2010s, I couldn't really sing, and I even struggled talking for a while.
Oh wow.
And so I actually had to go to vocal therapy for that, and that's because, and the only way I learned to do that is that you gotta do your vocal exercises. You gotta practice relaxing your voice. And so I always tell it's like a cautionary tale, like you gotta be careful. Your voice is a muscle, it's an instrument, and you gotta take care of it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that at all. Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. But in the long run, like, of course, yeah, it sucks.
Sucks.
But like in the long run, I ended up learning to use my voice better and more healthily from that, and I'm able to do what I am today still.
Okay. I mean, like, I guess it's always good to look at the silver lining of those things. Yeah.
I love it. Clearly, the new voice pitch lore means that Chi-Chiai is actually short for chipmunk.
Oh my god.
Y'all know my cousin Alvin.
Oh my goodness gracious! You gotta love it. Now, obviously not to the same degree as you. But it's funny because I think I've heard this from a couple other VTubers and people that have been getting into content creation. Their voices change when they get into VTubing, whether it be intentional or unintentional. Some people take on characters and monikers and roles that they really want to play with content creation and VTubing specifically.
Quickly. Hi,
Beru! Besitos, I munch and boop your snoot. There we go. Yes. But with voices and things like that, so the voice that I use now was not my natural voice, but it has become my natural voice. So the thing that people talk about the most, at least with mine, is, do you hear it might be harder to hear for chat, but do you hear like the rasp on the end of it, like how it vibrates
only ever so slightly? It's very light.
I have to actively try to remove the rasp from my voice. Otherwise, it's naturally there, and I have to speak a little bit differently. And there, like I had the rasp there coming at the end. It is difficult for me not to have the rasp in my voice because of a way that I started training vocally and practicing for voice acting and roles that I knew I wanted to do. So now it's my natural voice.
Yeah, well, that happens to a lot, especially when you're in something like streaming where you're using your voice constantly.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that it's a voice you can do constantly. Because I know some people start off like super gritty, a lot deep down voices that like just go like this the whole time. But then it's like over time, if you do it too much, and it's like if you can't sustain it, it will damage you in the future. So it's like you gotta make sure that it's something that's like either it's midway, or you do something that's different that makes so that it's sustainable for you.
Yeah. And it's just weird because this is deeper than my... Hold on, let me see if I can pull it out. So like my natural voice was a lot more like up here and a little bit more floaty and fast, and when I actively try and slow it down so I can have a conversation, it got raspier because I was working on dictation and speaking slower for roles, and so people would understand what I was saying. So naturally, the slower, deeper voice fits for that. Where like the upper pitch doesn't really fit there as well. And if I go even more high, it tends to be like a shonen protagonist. You know, like that, and that's where I started finding like ranges, but it's so weird that like my voice changed just from VTubing, you know?
Well, it happens. The character gets developed over time, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, hello, Barry. We're not calling you out, trust me. We're calling out every VTuber ever.
Naruto, is that you?
No. I don't sound like Naruto.
Believe it!
Believe it! Yeah, I don't think I can bring back Naruto. I don't know what you mean.
I think he was talking about when I was talking like this earlier.
Oh my god.
That's the shonen protagonist voice. Let's go!
I believe we can win with the power of friendship.
The power of friendship and love and this!
Give it everything you've got.
Let's go!
If only 4 kids didn't go out of business. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's the Luffy voice.
Yeah!
I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates!
It's so, oh my god, I can't imagine that voice was fun to do.
If we're talking voices, Marge friggin' Simpson.
Homer.
Now, if we're talking voices.
Homie.
Like, that lady, bless her
Yes.
voice, bless her. Because she is still doing it.
Yes.
She is still doing the march. And you can hear it. You can hear that over time. It gets more tiresome. That's an example of like, well, that's because nobody expected The Simpsons to go on for like this long.
Yeah, nobody expected it to.
Like, but that's like an example, like that's where you gotta be careful about what voices you choose for what projects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because over time, you will get tired.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very interesting to see how different voices affect different people. Because at least, I mean, you were talking about how your voice used to be a lot higher pitched. So and now it's come down as you've aged and you've gone through your vocal therapy and even developed more into a singer. And then mine also came down.
Absolutely.
Because I was trying to do slower dictation and more pronounced words so you can really pick up on certain emphasized it's weird, right? Like it's voices are weird.
Voices are weird. And like the other thing with voice is like the way it's is learning about like head voice and chest voice and stuff like that. That stuff is always interesting.
Oh my god, I just started learning about head voice and I feel so uncomfortable doing it. I'm still working on it, but like
especially like if you tend to be naturally lower, it's very hard. It's like hard to get into that. Like that's why I learned. For me, it was learning to get into my more chest voice to my more mid-range voice. Like, and so I'm a head voice person. Like you can already hear just me talking naturally like this. I am a head voice person. But like it's all about learning to reach the registers where you're like not like naturally at.
Yeah, of course. And that's why my chest bursts open so much, you know? Because I use my chest so much. Say it with my chest.
Exactly. Say it with your chest.
That's funny. I've never really thought about it like that. And maybe that's why I struggle to do, at least right now, I'm struggling to do head voice. Like when I say I just started working on this, I mean like a week ago. I was
so you are very new to it.
Well, so head voice, yes. I've worked on other tones and
head
like
voice
yes, because we were working specifically on like my higher tones and my higher pitches, and they immediately were like, oh, it sounds like you're kind of gasping and it sounds like you don't have a lot of air. And I was like, well, yeah, because this is a voice that's not supernatural for me. And they're like, all right, well, go a little bit higher and imagine the voice is in your head and you're pushing it out through almost like your eyebrows. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. And then it kind of gets like, well, it gets like up here. And it's not the most easy to use, but I'm getting better at maintaining it. Before it was a lot, I don't know, hard to maintain because of breath. And it still is, but, boy, is it weird. You know? Oh, it's so...
And I guess... I like to pipe up into my head voice.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
a little bit higher and raspier.
Oh my god.
And like...
Oh, girl Zoga, listen. Girl voices aren't necessarily like that though, and I think that's something that a lot of people get stuck up on, a lot. Like I've been, I don't know. Have you played D&D? Are you a D&D-er?
Oh yeah.
Of course you are. But like whenever I've played D&D and DM'd and I've had a female character, my first instinct isn't to go up here. You know, it's to give them the character. So like I've had like Russian bar wenches. Or I'm like, this is a deep, sultry, like used voice, or like a queen. A queen is more regal, and up here she's too posh for scum like you. You know, it's more important that you sell the. Oh God, I'm sure you and I could have so many conversations like this, like voice acting wise.
Absolutely. Like in one campaign I'm doing right now, she's basically like a little evil genius, and she kind of talks with a lisp like this. She's like 8 years old, and she has like a scientific lisp, and sometimes I gotta remember to keep doing the lisp.
Oh my God,
and I'll often forget it.
It's so good though. I love it. Like I can feel the quote unquote the evil genius, because it reminds me of a lot of modern voice acting that I've heard. Weird comparison, but Klee from Genshin Impact. Because it's a very young female sounding voice that's a head voice.
Yeah.
But because of the tone that she speaks in, she's like, oh yeah, these bombs are really heavy. And she talks about like bombs and like doing like all these crazy things, but like sometimes intelligent things. And I'm like, oh, they really went with like little mad genius type vibes where they know exactly who they are. And they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And like I don't know if you do this, but like something that I used to do way back in the days, like whenever there's like characters that you find from different property IPs and stuff like that don't necessarily have voices, sometimes you'll make up voices for them.
Yes.
Just for the heck of it.
Oh my God.
Like I did that all the time for like Undertale. Like if you remember that back in the day, like one character, like that lisp you heard, I kind of learned that from doing. I did my own kind of version for Alphys.
I was about to say it has to be Alphys, yeah.
Yes, it was basically Alphys, where she was kind of around here, where it was almost like it was breaking. Like she had like kind of the little like puberty voice thing going on, but she also had the lisp. And so that's what I would do. It's so much fun. I love whenever you get to put little intonations or accents on a character. It's the best thing in the world.
I love that.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
That reminds me of so I was before the cafe existed, I was doing a lot of visual novel stuff, specifically the Ace Attorney franchise. And you know the earlier games are not voice acted at all, except for the objection and all those. So like I literally was voice acting every single freaking character in the game.
I could totally see it. I could totally see it doing Phoenix.
So that's the thing, is because he was the main character. I found the voice for him immediately, and it's it's like up here, but it's also a little bit more of he's headstrong, but he's also not really confident in himself. Something around here, maybe. And it's like you play around with it a lot, and it's so weird because like I'm sure with like Alphys, you by the time you got to the end of the game, you almost like forget the character. Like you have to like reteach yourself how to do it.
Yeah.
But then with Phoenix, he's like the consistent character that's always present because it's the first 3 Ace Attorney games. Oh my god, he's like the only one that I felt like developed to an end, to an end point. Everyone else was like, I messed around with voices so much for them, and I don't know where they ended up, except maybe Edgeworth and Gumshoe. But like even then, oof.
Yeah, and sometimes it could be. And sometimes even just the subtle stuff can really sell the voice work too. Like the accents and stuff. Like I love that stuff. But sometimes it's even just like the way you carry yourself can really do a voice.
Yeah.
Like, cause one character a lot of people also remember from back in the day that I would do sometimes is as like, I guess it's Undertale supposed, but it's Undertale.
Yeah.
Like I think everybody knows it by now. Was I would do like Asriel, and so it was like he's just a little guy kind of.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy, and so he had like this very gentle kind of, not quite a rasp, but he just had this little way of talking where it's like you can hear the sincerity in every word that he says, kind of thing.
And he sounds innocent because he's sincere. It sounds like he hasn't felt like
you just
tragedy.
gotta have the sincerity, the earnestness, and like
the
little tinge of tragedy from everything that he ever went through in his voice.
Oh my god, it's really good. No, it's really good. I feel that.
Yeah, so like just keeping like emotional stuff in mind, like that can really have an effect on the character you're voicing too.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking of emotion, are you familiar with the Phoenix Wright or the Ace Attorney franchise?
I don't know everything about it. I'm sure as I've seen a lot of memes going around it lately.
We're not talking about that one. We had Muddled White Mage in chat ask if we could get our best objection.
Oh, okay, sure. Yep, by all means, be my guest.
Well, I was gonna say, do you want to do one as well?
Sure. Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! You're not.
You go first then. Guess first, and I will go right after you. Just after I thank Glasses Coon for buying a cup of coffee.
Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you.
All right.
Good.
Let's go. Objection.
I like that. That's good. It's good. You feel the energy in it. All right. Let me channel the Phoenix voice. Objection.
Ooh. Oh, there was some emoting going on there. There was some desperation.
It's so weird when you can tell because I did the point. I have to now. You
can hear the point. Like
it's so weird.
Let me try doing the point.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's go. Objection.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a lot better. I could feel it. Thank you, Muddled White Mage, for the 5 subs as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, I guess your objection was way good. Got 5 gifted subs. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness. No, I love doing stuff like that. Voice acting stuff is so interesting to me, and I've been having so much fun learning and getting into things. Oh,
yeah, definitely.
It's so much fun.
It's the best. It's the best.
Have you had any big projects you've been working on, either with your voice or without your voice recently, though? That you can talk about. Of course.
Well, see, that's the thing. I do at the moment, but they're kind of I can't talk about them right now.
Is there anything that you can talk about, maybe that you have coming up? It doesn't have to be voice related. Maybe a big project or an event that you're planning on doing.
Oh, actually, well, first, thank you thank you, No Pretzel, for the hydrobetes.
Oh my god, you're here thirsting for the Clussy. Listen, we were trying to go the night with being able to talk about Ace Attorney like two adults. Okay. Okay. Not everything has to go back to the Clussy. Okay. We almost made it. It's true, Papa Mike. We almost made it.
Do you have to have a counter now? Do you have to have a counter now as soon as you start talking about Ace Attorney, where it's like this many days without mentioning the Clussy?
So that's the thing, is like Ace Attorney comes up fairly often anytime voice acting is involved. But the problem is there's no counter, because every single time that it's come up, the Clussy has come up. It's like, listen, I get it's funny. I get you want to say, you know, I'd like her butt, her whole butt, and nothing but her butt to sit on my face. Fucking Edgeworth, man. Of all the characters to say that, like, it being Edgeworth just makes it so much funnier.
Oh goodness gracious.
But yes, projects
the
coming
internet
up.
will make things the internet will make things relevant in the weirdest way possible.
Oh my God, it really does. We were free, you know?
We were for a moment.
Where's the clock, love? Listen. We don't talk about that. Just like we don't talk about, right?
Right.
Right.
Sorry, my brain just like beep beep.
I mean, that was the right thing to do. Honestly, you just switch off, you know, just go.
Yeah, just reset.
Yeah, I like that. We don't talk about Bruno. There you go.
Honestly, that's what I thought it was. I was like, what if it's not Bruno? What if it is Bruno?
What if it is Bruno? Oh, we talked about him. Oh no.
Oh no, we talked about Bruno.
Oh no. You know what?
Oh no.
I do have an interesting point. Somebody just brought it up. Flirty Fawn, 696. Do you think NSFW VAs can be professionals one day? I mean, I feel a certain way about this. I'm curious to see how you feel.
I mean, generally the rule, what I've heard people do is that they just go under different names, like for different kinds of content. Like that's the way kind of most people do it.
Mm-hmm. I have been told by a number of people that is generally how it works. That they have their NSFW account for NSFW VA. However, I think there's an important distinction to make here, and that is, what do you consider a professional? Because generally, if you're making money, you're a professional.
True. That is very true.
You're being paid for your service. You know, maybe if you're not, you could be an amateur or an intermediate voice actor, but as soon as you are consistently making money and consistently landing roles, regardless of whether you're an SFW or NSFW VA, you're a professional. You're making money. You're making content. You're out there doing that trade consistently. You're a professional. So that's how I feel.
Like pretty much the moment you're paid is when you're professional.
God, I remember getting paid recently, like my first time for like a voice acting piece, and I didn't think I was going to be paid for it. I thought I was just doing a favor for somebody, and I was like, honestly, I'm still like kind of taken aback by it, because it wasn't that big of a role. It was just, I was like a passerby character that had like 4 or 5 lines. I don't know. It feels good though.
Yeah, it's like you're getting acknowledged for the work you put in.
Yeah.
And when someone, like when you put in the work, you get your payment, you get your compensation.
Yeah, exactly. Residuals. It wasn't that kind of project. It wasn't. I'm pretty sure it's come out now, but I don't want to say it in case it hasn't come out. So
yeah, I feel that.
Just in case, you know. Just in case. Listen. Exactly. It doesn't matter if it's NSFW or SFW or an actual professional actor. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a negative stigma around NSFW VA. I understand it sometimes. It is very unfortunate that in the VA sphere, especially when it comes to SFW work, that they tend to not be able to market NSFW VAs because children. And I understand that. I get that. And that's why, like, when I've talked to some of my, because I have a lot of NSFW VA friends now. When you talk to any of them, they will explain that. They're like, if I also do SFW, it's completely different account, not tied to me at all. People don't know who it is. They don't know it's me. I'm like, hey, listen, I get it. It's fair. You know?
Yeah, it's a liability thing.
It can be. Actually, somebody mentioned this to me before, and it kind of ties back to one of the first topics we were talking about, which was the whole copyright thing. I've heard that some SFW voice actors get denied roles if they do fan projects. So even if it's not NSFW, if like let's say you played Samus in Metroid, you wouldn't be hired by Nintendo because they'd be like, well, technically you worked on something you weren't allowed to. I'm like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's another thing why a lot of people usually do different names for stuff like that. Like sometimes they'll do like people will go by like a username like FlowerBuddy3369 for a voice acting project, and then later down the line get hired by it and put it under a different name. And so that's kind of where that whole thing ties around in. Because like there are definitely things where people have like definitely I'd say that the scene has changed. I don't know too much about the voice acting side of things.
Okay.
So that I feel like I should, but I don't really know. But in terms of like, especially like the art, like the digital art drawing and animation side of things, that's been changing a lot. Like a lot of, like it's not usually in like the official. Depends here or there, but it's. But anyways, I digress. Some people.
Wait,
like,
hold on. Repeat that. Roll that back. Play that one more time.
Well, basically, like, so, the point I'm trying to make is that, just because you do fan art of a thing, or if you do fan art, that does not lessen your ability to work on professional projects for, like, digital arts and especially animation, stuff like that. Like, the most famous example of this is, I can never pronounce it, Mike Tileston. Basically, he, for a long time, he created fan comics of, like, Sonic. Like, he did one of the most famous ones, which is like, oh, Sonic, that's all your friends and turn them into robots. And now, he's working professionally for Sonic. For the Sega company. And he did, like, the main animation for the Sonic Mania games. And he also helped with a lot of the redesign for the Sonic movie when they were basically like, this first design, people don't like it. And so, yeah, so he does, in fact, work professionally with them now. And so it's like, I feel like there's a lot of the stigma of fan works is going down. I would say it's one of those things where it's like, don't feel like you're pigeonholed because you do fan works. Like, it's okay to do, like, fan works and stuff like that, as long as it's not, like, the only thing you have.
Yeah.
Like, what people like more than anything else, I think, based off of my personal experience anyway, because this changes for everybody, is that it's about what do you bring to the table?
Yes.
Do you have things that you can show that are, like, different and can show your range and stuff like that? And sometimes that involves, like, usually for voiceover roles, I mean, like, for voice demos, that's stuff you try to make it all original if you can.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's stuff where it's like either you have stuff you've already done or you try to make up your own stuff. Like this, I'm sure you could talk all about it because you did one recently.
I did. Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, !VA in chat, you can get a link to my demo reel. But yeah, I hired a scriptwriter to write me. So essentially what I did for them was I did like. They asked me what I wanted, and I was like, genuinely, I don't know. And I got back to them later that day, like same day, and I was like, here's a sample of me doing a couple different character voices that I feel comfortable doing. Write me some character scenarios that you think these voices would fit into, and I'll work on trying to get those into those voices. So like,
nice.
So like, I've got the shonen protagonist voice. I've got my normal voice. I've got a little bit more of a deeper, sultry, maybe villainous.
But I can also do like a goblin voice.
Like, so.
Homie. Oh, homie.
I require eggs. I require eggs for sustenance.
Oh my gosh. So I did that to them, and they gave me back a script that was like a wide variety of characters. I did like a hero, a detective, a generic soldier. I did like a college student, a bounty hunter, and a goblin. And those are the voices that I ended up doing.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. I don't belong with the villains. Everyone loved the villain though, because the villain laugh. I think it's because of the laugh.
Oh yeah, everyone loves doing the villain laugh.
It's so unfortunate because my shonen protagonist voice tends to be like, oh wow, that really fits this role well. We really want you for that. Because it's the voice I think I can do the best, and it's comfortably within my range that I can act while maintaining the voice, because that's I'm gonna be real to chat. We're getting real into the voice acting secrets now. Ready? Here we go. Voice acting, the most important thing is the acting.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's really surprising, isn't it?
You're kidding me.
I know. It's
We gotta act.
the
We have to emote.
the acting is so much more important than anything else you could do. If you're not a good actor, it doesn't matter that you can do 100 different impersonations or 100 different voices. If you're bad at all of them, or you're not convincing with any of them, it doesn't matter.
That's amazing.
It's ironic too, because yes, it is amazing. But it's ironic because you'll see voice actors like Matt Mercer. I think is a huge example, because he is a fucking wheelhouse of voices. Because he's the main DM for Critical Role. So the campaigns that they do, you hear the voices that he can do, and they're entertaining and fun and crazy good and everything like that. But when he's in games or in anime, it's the stereotypical Matt Mercer voice. And that's not to say that he's a bad actor.
Oh no, not at all.
It's
just like that's what the audience wants. That's what the director wants.
He's the best actor when he's using that comfortable tone. And that's why they want it, because he's the best at doing that voice. Yeah. I wasn't expecting this to be such an educational stream. Listen, I don't even know that much about VA. I'm still very much learning. I'm still very new to the field. But if I can, teach some other people things.
Listen, even if you only know a little bit, that little nugget of knowledge can really help someone.
Yeah. Also use iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. It's real. Stop asking voice actors.
It's very real.
Stop asking voice actors how they got into voice acting. Please. It's like they're not just gonna magically be like, oh hey, do you want to here, I'll get you in the booth right now, you can be a voice actor. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Pansexual Pisces, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you. But yeah, there's online resources. There's master classes that you can do.
Yes.
Like there's Steve Bloom actually. He actually has classes that he teaches.
I've debated taking some, but I think I'm past that point now. But
even if you don't go to like the class stuff like that, like it's also just a good sprung source of like you can look at past classes, master classes and stuff like that. And it doesn't, even if it's like community classes and stuff like that. Like any experience you can get, reading materials, it's all available there. It's all out there and available. You just gotta look for it and search for it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agree. Now, before we got off into that tangent of voice acting, I apologize. I just get very passionate about this stuff. We were talking about projects that you have coming up, and I know that you obviously can't talk about voice projects that you have, NDAs for. Totally understandable. Don't expect you to break NDA here on stream unless you really want to. No, not really. Don't unless.
No, I'm afraid not.
Trust me, I get it. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing around. It was a joke. It was a ha-ha. It was a hee-hee. It was a hoo-hoo. But anyway, is there anything big that you have coming up, regardless of whether you have NDAs or not, or whether it's voice related or not? What do you have coming up? Is there something big that you really want to talk about?
Well, I have a couple things. Well, I have things that are coming out, and I have things that are already out. It's not a
subathon, is it?
It's not a subathon.
Thank God. Oh, I can't lose another friend, okay? Oh, I can't lose another friend. All right, continue.
But I did have a music project that I recently put out. It's on YouTube right now. It's a song I wrote called Pas de deux. And if any of you know this little old anime called Princess Tutu, it is about that. I wrote it and produced it myself, and I got a bunch of my vocal friends on it. And if you don't mind, I could probably put that link in the chat or something like that if you don't mind.
Well, I was gonna say, is it on your Twitter?
Yeah, it is on my Twitter.
Awesome.
So if you go...
Exclamation point collab! Guys, use exclamation point collab in chat. You'll be able to get a link to not only Chi-Chi's Twitch, but her Twitter page, where you'll be able to find a link to this video that they spent so long working on. It's amazing. Go see it.
Indeed.
Or go listen to it? Go watch it and listen to it at the same time.
Listen. Give it the views.
Give it the 4D. Do people still say that? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
But speaking of like, well, before I introduce that, another, well, I'm not sure if it's really a, well, it is a project. I'll say it is a project.
Project,
It is
let's
a
go.
project that I have out right now is that I actually am in the middle of a plushie campaign, if you can believe it.
I remember seeing this, yes.
Yeah, so I currently have a plushie campaign right now for a little chi-chiai plush. And if you want, I could get the picture for that for you.
Yeah, if you want to shoot me over it in DMs, I would love to see it.
Yeah. I'm totally not distracting. Yeah. I'm supposed to do things like yeah. Why can't I ever organize my downloads? Why do I do this to myself?
Please name your downloads and organize them. Please, chat.
Yes, please do.
Chat, please. Do it. Save yourself a headache in the long run.
Save yourself so much time.
Oh my god, your
so
head
much
disappeared.
energy. This is what it does to you. This is what happens when you don't name your downloads.
Oh
your
my
head
God.
disappeared because all of the space that you could have used to remember stuff.
Chi-Chi, it's okay. It's okay. Relax. Oh, thank God. Chat, you don't want that to happen to you.
You know what that's happened to? So name your downloads. Don't
Name them.
Don't be like me.
Do you got it?
And I was so fast.
Do you got it?
I got it.
I have the picture of the
There you
prototype.
go.
Okay, there we go.
So there you go.
Okay.
There is the plushie right there.
Put this here. I'll put it on chat in just a second. Let's see what we've got here. Look at this!
There! Look at her!
It's uncanny!
It's on camera!
It's like exactly the same! Oh no, you've been turned into a marketable plushie!
I know! What?
Oh no! Chi-Chi, what happened?
Help me! And this is the only face I can make!
Not the marketable plushie. Chad, I can't, listen. This is so sad.
There is only one way you can free me!
How do we free you, Chi-Chi?
By pre-ordering here today at makeshift.com!
There you go, Chad, you heard it. Can they find that in your Twitter?
Yes, they can find me on that Twitter.
Exclamation mark collab and chat. You'll be able to find a link to support Chi-Chi in the pre-orders with their new plushie.
The campaign is still live for 12 days by today!
All right, you're back, right? You're here?
And a bag!
Perfect. There we go. We're gonna leave that right there. All right, we'll put it. We'll put it right there. There we go. Perfection. That's awesome. I'm super excited for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And I guess, I don't know if this is really project perform. Speaking of like performing and live and stuff like that, next week, I am actually going to be doing a live show. Believe it or not, I am going to be doing a live performance set in Chicago at Nerdcore PartyCon.
Live in the flesh or live in the VTube?
Live in the flesh, live in the fleshiverse.
That's so exciting! I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, you'll get to see my flesh tuber.
Hell yeah. And what did you say this is called? Is that nerd what?
Nerdcore PartyCon.
Nerdcore PartyCon in Chicago?
Yeah! Chicago.
In Chicago.
Chicago, where we got the deep pizza.
I can't do a Chicago voice, otherwise I would try.
Chicago, you know?
Do I know? I can't do accents well. It's never been my thing.
Some accents I can do. Some accents I'm good at.
I think like Russian is the only one I can kind of do, but it's like stereotypical and I feel like it's offensive. I feel like any accent that you just don't nail is just offensive immediately. I'm so afraid to just do that.
No, I totally get that. I totally get it.
Oh my goodness gracious. But guys, if you want to support the Chi-Chi plush, be sure to follow that there. Be able to support the pre-order.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Take it from the Chicago dude. Uh-oh. Oh, Chicago. Chicago.
I see what
Chicago.
I see what you
Chicago.
did there. Chicago.
No, I think he's serious.
Oh.
I think they genuinely mean it's Chicago.
I thought he was doing a pun.
Yeah, it's not Chicago. It's Chicago. Because
I thought he was saying. No, I thought he was saying chi.
No, not this time. Oh my goodness gracious. That's awesome though. I'm really excited for you, and I hope it goes amazingly for you. I can see how passionate you are and how much work and effort you put into all of this, and you definitely deserve the world.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. You too, dude. You too.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. I got some stuff working. I got some fun, surprising announcements coming in like the near-ish future, but it won't be until after I move, because I don't want to announce something and then go on hiatus for like a week and then just be like, hey guys, remember this cool new thing I announced last week? Yeah, it's back again.
God, gotta love doing the promo side of everything.
Yeah, of course. Just like N gets us with the promo of a coffee.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much for the 7 months of support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Well, that's awesome. Is there anything else you got going up, or is that's? I mean, like that's a lot. That's a lot. You're busy. Yeah, it's a mood. Honestly, I can relate to you a lot. I feel like we're birds of a feather. Oh.
Ain't that? That's the content creator life. It feels like it's just
really
you
is.
do one thing and you keep doing. You're either doing a million things or you're doing like nothing. And when you're doing nothing, you're planning out the next million things.
It's very true. It's very true. But hey, listen, it has been fantastic having you here. I've had a blast getting to know you, talking shop a little bit, because I didn't realize how much we'd be able to like swap information.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess voice acting and singing have a lot in common.
It's the world of the voice.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some crossovers here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys, like I've been saying all night, if you want to check out Chi-Chiai and any of their content, be sure to type !collab in chat. You'll be able to check them out. They do a bunch of amazing stuff. You are not going to want to miss it. Now, we were talking about voices and voice actors. I feel like it's only appropriate that we raid into a voice actor friend of mine. It is Miss Moonified, who is doing some ASMR.
Ooh.
Yeah. So different type of voice, different type of night. It's gonna be amazing. Guys, if you want to participate in the raid, be sure to use the following raid command. But if you're not a sub and you still want to participate, apparently you're just gonna shart because that's easier, I guess. Listen, it's the end of the night. I don't care. I'm gonna demolish this place. I'm gonna destroy it. I don't care. Okay? But thank you again for being here. It has been an absolute blast.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Guys, I'll see you again on Monday. Expect a new schedule out tomorrow. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye.